What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back to Goaltending. It's your host, XL. I'm here with my co-host, my brother, BuckBanditReno.
Yeah, you already know.
We back at it again, y'all. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, leave your comments down in the comment section below, and we're
Yes,
gonna get this
sir.
thing started.
Yeah. But before we get started and all that, make sure you subscribe to the Buck Bandit Podcast Clips channel, to the Gold Tendon channel, and to the Buck Bandit Podcast Network channel. You know what I'm saying?
Like and
105K.
subscribe.
Yes, sir. For 105K, we on the run. You know what I mean? You already know what it is. Let's run it up.
Yeah,
And
we on that move. We're gonna get right to it after a word from our sponsors. So hang tight. We be right back.
Yeah, you know what it is, the kid, BuckBanditReno, and I'm here to let y'all know the opportunity is here, man. Buck Bandit Podcast Network now. It's a Buck Bandit Podcast Network. So if you out there, you looking to shoot your podcast, you don't got a place to shoot it. You don't got video equipment, video editor. You don't got audio equipment, audio editor, lights, microphones. Don't worry about none of that, because we'll handle that. Hit me up at BuckBanditReno on Instagram or Buck Bandit Podcast on Instagram and find out how you can get your own podcast here on the Buck Bandit Podcast Network, man. What are you waiting for? You in the house doing it? You still doing it off your phone? You doing lives? Forget all that. If you in the tri-state area, you in Philadelphia, come get your podcast shot here, man. Hit me up. Once again, at Buck Bandit Reno on Instagram, at Buck Bandit Podcast on Instagram, or you can email me at buckbanditstudio@gmail.com. Let's get it, man.
All right, we back, y'all. We got a lot to talk about here. Action-packed weekend with some Sixers basketball. Y'all already know how it is.
mm-hmm.
Oh man. I guess first off, we could talk about that crazy game from Joel Embiid versus the Pacers. The Sixers take the Pacers 115-105. Yeah, we
Yeah,
cooked them
yeah.
boys like I predicted. I knew it was going to be something like that, though. A
Mm.
little closer than I might have wanted. Well, definitely closer, but still cooked them boys. Nonetheless, the dub is a dub.
Yeah.
Did went in there, handle business.
Well, that was a good game. What happened was also what I said that needed to happen was Paul George had to step up. He dropped 23. I said Embiid had to step up. He dropped 39 and 12. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
VJ got more shots, like I said. He dropped 22. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And this was done without Maxi. You feel what I'm
all done without Maxi. My man taking
Now the
charge.
Pacers ain't that good this year, but NBA team is NBA team, and when
True.
you not when you missing your leading scorer, everybody got to step up. And I just need Embiid and Paul George to do that more consistently.
Yeah, everybody got to step up in these situations. I feel like in that game we stepped up where we needed to. Well, the starters did what they could. The bench, not so much a tough performance from the bench that night. I think
Yeah.
they only provided like 11 points scoring.
Um,
I believe it was like 11 points they provided off the bench.
like 14. Yeah,
But
like
it was really tough. A really
yeah. The
tough
the
night for
bench was
them.
the bench was negative for sure.
Yeah, man. But I guess this is going to lead us into our first topic. Did Embiid prove he could still lead us to wins without Maxey if need be?
Well, that's
And
hard for me to go off that game when they just played another game today
yeah,
against the
they
Hawks.
did just play another game today too.
So it's hard for me to say he can do it, but without Maxi, no. Maxi already proved he the general, he the leader. Um, when the ball in his hands, he made the right decisions. And I mean, I think they could get a couple wins without him, but as far as like winning without him, no, I don't see them doing it. Like Embiid can do that,
Mm.
but Paul George has to be consistent, and they gotta have Max. You know what I mean? Like, is it Maxi's the one that's been building that chemistry with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Embiid getting back in the flow and all that, but then you take Maxi out. That's what I said that the last episode when I said it kind of hurt us because when they there, Maxie not there. Maxie there, they not there. When one of them there, the other one not there. When one go off, the other one
Like
don't go off. It's
every
like,
time.
yeah, it's like a Rubik's cube. Like it just keep switching up. It's never just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Embiid definitely showed he could still put the team on his back with that performance. Like
But
39 points
one game don't
coming in.
really.
He not at 50%, 40%. He what I say like 20%, but that's all we needed for that game.
For
Like
sure. I mean, it was like six
excuse
and
me,
18.
the Embiid from before would have probably gave him like 50, 60, but this is still what we need right here to get these W's, especially against like a Pacers team. Like
I mean, Pacers.
can't lose that one.
Yeah, Pacers was 6 and 18. I think before that game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
we shouldn't
that
have
would have
lost
been
that with Embiid and Paul George, whether and VJ, whether Tyrese was there or not. We shouldn't have lost that
definitely shouldn't have lost. There would have been no excuse for losing that one, even without Maxi being there. Of
for
course,
sure.
miss him on the court. Like need him to play whenever, need him to be available whenever to play in these games for us to have the best chance at winning.
Yeah.
But um, this performance, like I feel like this performance was a good sign for Embiid as in terms of like getting healthy, like as far as where his health is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you feel about this being like a sign towards him being more healthy, being able to be on the court and perform more.
Well, like I've said before, we already know he could do this. That's not the question. The question is, can he be consistent and do this more often? He's not there enough. Yeah, I believe he can do that. He can do that if he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever doubts Embiid talent, but the best ability is
Actually,
availability.
sorry to interrupt you. Like I've heard a lot of like a lot of like doubting people like calling for Embiid to retire after
Bro,
the game before.
that's called hot takes. People just say
Hot
shit
takes
to
for
get people to
sure.
click and argue with it, but nobody believes he should retire. At the most, people might say, "Yo, look, trade him and try to get something for him while he worth something." If he not gonna play more often, because we need somebody who won't be there to help Maxi. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard a
Yeah,
lot of that, and to a degree, sometimes most of the time I agree. Because well, when I'm back on the Embiid train, what happened? He 10, 15 games he's sitting out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like they build you up just to break you back down, man. One of the
Should be
hardest
telling
moments for me in my Sixers history, besides AI getting traded, was
very
oh
tough,
yeah, I was hurt
very.
behind that. I was hurt behind it. But
Like
the
he
next
should
one
have
was
stayed.
that Kawhi Leonard shot because we definitely would have won the chip that year because the whole Warriors team got injured.
Bro, I'm about to go off on a whole tangent. I hate that moment. Like I hate that shot. Not just because they won, but I swear to you, if you look back at that footage, like you look back at the shot itself and like
Mm-hmm.
what went up to it, homie walked. He
Mm-hmm.
walked. He took like 4 steps. I'm like, yo, and I didn't really see it like game time because game time you already know like shit
Yeah, I
happening dumb
watched it.
fast.
Yeah, I
Like you not
watched
gonna
it.
see that shit. But yo, as soon as I watched that shit back, I was like, yo, this nigga walked his ass off. This nigga traveled to China and came back. Like he traveled
Well,
to China.
either way, if we would have won that, I think our team would look different too because Jimmy would have ended up staying. You know what I mean? And we would have figured something else out. But
But
yeah, that's
that
one of my
shot,
hardest memories right there.
like you bringing up some very hard memories
Mm-hmm.
for sure, because that shot misses, the Sixers is in the finals. They call that call, the Sixers is in the finals. KD gets hurt, the Sixers win in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had us winning the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Warriors without KD, it's still the Warriors, but
No, he
I'm like,
wasn't the
we could
only
have
one
that
that
would have
got
definitely
hurt.
been our year.
He wasn't the only one. I think Steph got hurt too. I think because it
Did he
was
get hurt too that series?
yeah, it was two of them got hurt. I know that for sure. Two of the main people was KD, and then somebody else got hurt, and everybody was like, "Oh man, well he about to get an easy." You know what I mean? Was it who played against? I mean, the Raptors about to get an easy joint. That's what everybody was
Yeah.
saying.
Man, as soon as KD got hurt, it was like, oh, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. This chip going to
Uh,
Toronto.
Somebody else was hurt too. I think it was Clay. It was somebody else important was hurt, and
And I think it was Clay. I think it was Clay.
somebody important else was hurt. So everybody knew the Raptors was going to win because KD and one of the other ones was hurt. So it was like, what Steph could do some stuff he couldn't do it by himself. They just triple teamed in the rest of the game, and that was it.
Hmm.
I mean, the rest of the series, that was it.
But no, if there was any time for the Sixers in the Embiid era to win the chip, it was right then.
That was that year.
That was our moment. That was the golden
Whoa, whoa,
ticket.
no, no, no. It was two different years.
Oh yeah.
That year and the year that we lost to the I think it was the Hawks because Ben Simmons
Oh
wouldn't lay
no.
up the ball. Those two
No.
years was our best years at winning the chip. That's why everybody was so mad at Ben because if he dunks that ball, we move on, and the rest of the teams couldn't beat us that year.
Yeah, we was definitely one of the top teams, one of the better teams that year. But that, oh my
No, at
God,
that time we
no.
was the best team. That time and when we played against the Warriors, I mean the Raptors, we were the best team. We just lost on unfortunate circumstances.
Well, the Hawks one I can't say was unfortunate circumstances. This man just didn't shoot that joint. He just ain't dunked that joint.
But I
But
think
I
about
can't.
it.
I'm
Think about it. They both ended on the last shot. So they both is unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah. In those senses, I can agree with that.
Those was the
But
best years to win it though.
man, I don't know. I'm still heated about that one. But I think I think I think I could really get past the whole blaming Ben Simmons for that.
Nah,
Even though that's completely his fault right
nah.
there.
For life. For life, bro. You 6'10. That man 6'2.
You
You
said it's
ain't
beef for life.
yeah, it's be for life, bro.
You
Unless
know,
the
I'm one of the people
unless the six
who
this is the only way he
I'm
could
gonna
get
let you
my
finish.
good graces. The only way he could get in my back in my good graces personally is if the Sixers sign him again and we end up winning the chip and he was the integral part in it. That's the only way. Other than that,
That that's basically what I was about to say because I was gonna say I'm one of the people that's for like if we was to like somehow re-sign him or sign him again for like a cheaper deal, give him another chance with like the bench. I'm one of the people that would be for that.
yeah,
The
I
Ben
could see
Simmons
him. I
redemption
could
arc.
see him replacing Jabari Walker.
I can see it. I kind of like Jabari Walker
I
though. I
like
ain't
him
gonna
too,
lie.
but if he ain't going to shoot, then I would rather Ben Simmons there because at least he can get a ball to McCain and all them like that. Let them shoot, grab rebounds, play defense. He don't got to put up no shots, and we won't care. With the bench
That which
we
was like
got
the
now,
best part of his
yeah, with
game.
the bench we got now, it's perfect for how Ben Simmons want to play. He want to just keep giving the ball to everybody. Then everybody on our bench like taking shots. So give it to McCain, give it to Quentin Grimes, give it to you know what I mean, Bono, Upam, all
You would take
them, yeah,
you would
they
see a
all
man
went the ball.
Watford.
Yeah, Watford, they all went the ball. So he would be perfect on our bench now. You know what I mean? But
That's what our bench really missing right now.
a
Actually, we
distributor.
missing we missing Kelly Oubre too. Like
Mm.
really missing Kelly Oubre
We forgetting about him. He's a dog.
because he'll get you buckets. I'm like the
He's
troubles with
Watford.
our bench the
He's
last two
Watford on
games have been tough.
steroids.
Huh?
He's Watford on steroids.
He Watford on steroids.
Hmm.
And
That's
when
why
he
I
can
like
shoot, when he
Watford.
can do whatever you need him to do.
Hmm.
As soon as we get him back, we can start getting more production from our bench unit because that's really what's been. getting us into these situations. And with the game today, that's what lost us the game. But
Yeah,
before I
well,
get
let's
into
get.
that one,
Yeah, we might as well get into that. You know what I
all
mean?
right, would you say that you say that this Sixers loss is just on the bench play? Because I'm on the side of yeah, that's on the bench. Like this is all on the bench. We can't get no production from them at all. It's been like that the last two games. I'm not saying that's their fault per se, but they're not getting really no productive minutes from them. Like there's a
Hmm.
lot of people not scoring 5 points here, maybe 6 points here. And that's what I feel like lost us this game against the Hawks.
To a degree, it's more defense than anything. But if you wanna put it on the bench, Quinn Grimes usually come off the bench, so his 14 would usually be more viable because it would be coming off the bench. You know what I mean? No excuse for McCain. There's no way he should be in there for 18 minutes and not drop a
Yeah,
point. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you in there for 18 minutes, you got two steals, but you don't have 1 point. Nah, we can't
very
have that.
tough.
Justin Edwards, he ain't. I don't think he got enough time. He's usually energy guy. You know what I mean? So usually
I
he
mean, Justin Edwards has been struggling a little bit
the
too.
more, but usually the more minutes he get, the more on the road. He an energy guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't put him 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here. He not going. That's not how he play.
yeah, I didn't forget about him last year. He was definitely a dog last year getting these buckets.
Jabari Walker got a couple buckets. He plus 13, so he got the Jabari Walker actually got the highest plus minus out of all of them. You know what I mean? Um,
Surprise, surprise. My guy
yeah,
Jabari.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, you're right. The bench got to produce more, but when you got people hurt, and then you got one of your primary bench scorers starting now, somebody else got to step up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody,
somebody,
I
be it
would
Justin
expect I would
Edwards,
expect Jared McCain to be that one to step up. Like
and I'm with
when the
you on
bench
that.
come in, you're the one that take the shots. I would expect that,
Mm.
but it don't from what I've seen, it don't look like that.
It's like he's still like struggling to gain like traction with his scoring and getting back to getting a consistent output on like a nightly basis.
Hmm.
He's had games where he's like delivered for sure, but it
Yeah,
hasn't.
but
I can't really
yeah,
say it's been consistent.
yeah. I mean that's our main problem is the consistency. But if you like I said before, when you don't when the main guys is out and you get all these touches and all these minutes, and then when they come back you ain't getting those spurts in those minutes, that should affect your game because you're not used now. Now out of let's say they played 20 games, 20 something games, 26 games. Out of 26 games, about 16 of those games they was getting 25 minutes,
Hmm
22 minutes. And you come back and they getting 15, 8, 12. Niggas like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
throwing
mean?
up,
That
but
could throw off your rhythm. That get you more discouraged. That's what I was telling you before, bro. You won't have this problem if the star players is there. If the star players is there, you already know your role. But if you start off the season, they not there, you used to playing away, and when they come back, they like, all right, now go stand in the corner. That's gonna throw off your game. I don't care who you are.
yeah, and we're seeing definitely seeing the effects of that. Definitely seeing the effects of that on the bench. I mean, not so much on VJ Edgecombe. My guy's still out there doing everything. Still
Yeah,
out there doing everything, looking like a vet in his first season.
he a starter though.
Yeah, I see why. Like, I definitely see why. My man giving you what? What do you have? 26? Yeah,
Um, yep, he had
yeah,
26.
26.
Yep,
Giving you 26 points
four
out there
three
with
pointers,
Paul
six
George and
rebounds.
Embiid.
So he grabbing the boards too.
And he was coming up very clutch at the end of the game. He was doing everything he could to try to get the W here. Like his defense was on point.
I told you he little Jimmy Butler. with you know what I mean? Like
You know,
he
Jimmy
just like
Butler.
Jimmy, except more athletic. And once he gets smarter at finding his spots, and they actually getting the ball, he's going to be way more efficient. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I feel like an underrated part of his game is he a shooter for real.
No, that's
He
not
a shooter
underrated.
for real.
If you leave him anywhere close to open, he could pull that. I don't think he
Yeah, he hitting
underrated as a
them.
shooter. He not known as like a Kyle Korver, but how many people are? Like, let's be honest. People don't see Maxi as a shooter, but Maxi will step back and hit a three on you from damn near half court. So, but they don't say
Shit, I feel
Maxi a
like
shooter. Yeah, I mean he shoot, but he's a shooter. You know what I'm
shit, I
saying?
feel like you gotta actually see Maxey as a shooter. There's no way. Like
Yeah,
he'll
but
give you five
no, no,
threes.
we know because we that's our team.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't never hear in the conversation of shooters people say, "Oh yeah, Tyrese Maxey is a shooter," and
Mm,
he is. It's just because majority of his shots not threes because he could do everything. But nigga, he what? Step back two times three, nigga. Like James Harden was the best thing that happened to him coming here because that's where his confidence with that step back really stepped up. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
like James Harden taught him a whole lot when it came to
Confidence.
his game, like and how to get open and create all this extra space. And
Mhm.
he just took that, he ran with it.
Yeah,
He just ran with that.
yeah. But yeah,
That's why I'm like,
this loss definitely was hard. You know what I'm saying, Pauls? But it's like if you don't got Maxi there, somebody else got to be the general, and out of the starting lineup, the person that's going is really nobody there that's really going to initiate the offense. Now, Quinn Grimes definitely got 7 assists, and but it's not Maxi level because he a scorer. So Maxi can get 10 assists and still get 20, 30. If
yeah,
Quinn Grimes is getting 7 assists, that's taken away from his scoring.
he
He,
gets you seven, probably gets you like 14.
yeah, that's what he
Uh,
got.
Actually, that's what he had tonight, right?
Yeah,
14.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because once you put him in that more facilitator role, it's like his
He not
scoring
looking
takes
for
a
that shot as much.
yeah, his scoring takes a back seat.
But Maxi used to that. Maxi know, like you said, when Harden showed him how to pick in shots, how to take his shots, and where to distribute it at. Like Quinn Grimes not known for that. You know what I mean? So you know.
Yeah, we already know what QG about. He out here take these shots, post the
But
well,
that's what
not
he
post the
need. That's
fucking
what we
set
need him
shot.
for. That's what we need him
Yeah,
for, though. We need him for buckets. But when Maxi is out, you know what I mean? I guess who would you start instead of him? McCain or Laurie? No, you know, I mean, I probably would have started McCain and let Quentin Grimes come in and get them buckets. That's probably, yeah, and let Kyle Laurie run the second
uh,
line. You know what
the
I'm saying?
only problem with starting McCain is his defense. Like his defense isn't like anywhere close to like how like he was a pretty good defender last year, but now it's like his defense took like a step back
I
this
mean, he
year.
had 2 steals this game,
Yeah, but I'm like as far as like getting stops on like the perimeter, like because they've been getting past him. Like he's been getting like beat on defense
but
when
my
it
thing
comes to
is
like the
this.
last two games.
My thing is this, and I understand that. But my thing is this: wouldn't you rather have him in the starting lineup where some of the starters can make up for that, and then
Personally,
Have Quinn Grimes come off the bench and drop 25 instead of 14 with the starters, and then bring McCain in off the bench, and now everybody is losing because he ain't got no backup.
yeah,
Like you
that'd be
gotta,
ideal. Personally, I have McCain starting just because I want him to get these minutes so he can get,
I would have him starting
you know what
so
I
Quinn
mean?
Grimes can get the points off the bench.
Also, Quentin Grimes on the bench is like is very necessary because without well, we seen what the bench looking like without having like a scorer like QG on the bench with him. Like we
Mm-hmm.
need somebody else to like generate those points from the bench unit. Like
Mm-hmm.
without like QG there is tough. It's like they don't got really like a main option that they're looking to score all the points. So
Yeah,
it's
and
like
that
they're
would be
lost out there.
fine if everybody was shooters off the bench, but it's not. It got to be a featured 6 man somewhere. And
Hmm.
I would think McCain would have been the featured six man, but
Yeah.
it ain't look like that's what was going on. And to think about it, the Hawks is Paul's lengthy. All them niggas like 6'9", 6'10", niggas is
Yeah.
6'8".
Some tall
All them
ass niggas,
niggas
bro.
tall, bro. And they getting the
Tall
ball.
ass niggas.
Dyson Daniels, he nice, bro. They young and nice. You know what I mean? The center they got, I don't know how to say his
The,
name, Okonwu or whatever his name is. Like,
yeah, Okongwu, he was cooking us tonight.
yeah,
He was cooking
yeah.
us.
And Jalen Johnson had a triple double. So, you know what I mean? All around, they deserve that win. But I feel like if we had Maxi, it would have went a different way.
Yeah. Always need always need the leader of the team out there. Always need Maxi on the court to get these W's.
Yeah.
And
But
then
we
these
got
situations like these.
yeah.
But we did as far as like the starters go, the starters did the best they could in order to like try and get the win. It's just
Yeah.
without that bench unit, like giving that extra scoring, like there was only so much they could do as you counting on just the five to win the game. But let us know how y'all feeling. Is this loss on the bench unit? Like, who can
Is
y'all
it on
really
the
put the
coach?
blame on for
Because
this
you like to
loss?
blame the coach.
I would also blame Nick, but
I knew you
I
was
can't
gonna
really
say that.
blame Nick for this one.
Okay.
Can't really blame him for this one. He did what he could. Like, this is just one of them situations where it's like just didn't perform up the standards, didn't perform up the
Oh,
expectations.
you mean like that last game when where he put him in position and they couldn't score the ball? Oh, all
The
right. Oh,
last
all right.
year,
Because last week you blamed Nick Nurse and this was the same
yeah,
exact situation.
I don't feel like the situation was the same. I'm like your starters always got to be able to do something. Like there's no reason you got PG and B all these niggas out here and you can't get somebody with a go-to shot here. Like we need to
Bro,
be scoring in them situations.
you
I'm like,
know,
at least in this situation, the starters did what they needed to do. Like they did what they needed to do and to try and win. It's just there wasn't enough help due to like injuries and like we're missing Watford, missing Kelly Oubre. It just wasn't enough help for the bench unit to be like helpful towards the offense, helpful towards winning the game. So I can't really say,
let me ask you a question though, not to cut you off. That last game that they lost and you blame Nick Nurse, weren't a lot of those guys still hurt?
I believe they was.
So if all those guys still was hurt and it still came down to the last possession and they lost and that was Nick Nurse's fault. That's what you said. So when they can, so they're in the exact same situation now, missing all those people, and they lose by three this time instead of two. How is this not Nick? In your definition of being Nick Nurse's fault, how is this not Nick Nurse's fault again? It's either Nick
Well,
Nurse's fault again, or that last time wasn't Nick Nurse's fault, like I said before, and that was him putting the players in the best position with what he had, and they didn't execute.
hmm. I feel like the differences in these games is like you can look at how that game was going versus how this game was going. That game, we were up on them. Like we had a lead on them that we let go. I can't just say, oh yeah, oh that's just the player's fault for not doing this. We had the lead on them. At least I think we had at least a 10-point lead on them that we just let trickle down by losing the third quarter. Lost the third quarter, gotten to the point where we was behind in the fourth quarter, tried to make a push at the end. It lost. I'm like, it was still a game that could have been won, but there's no reason why we should be losing the third quarter and letting teams come back when we're up by 10. I can
And
only blame Nick Nurse for that.
that was the coach's fault that they couldn't make no stops or couldn't score. That was the coach's fault.
Call timeout. Call,
Okay,
call
and then
timeout. Like,
so the
I need
whole
a
third quarter.
timeout, a meaningful play call out the timeout to get the game going. Like, we need a bucket. Like, we got to stop the bleeding. You can't just keep letting them tack up, like letting them get on a run, drop like 10, however many points on that run. Because there was the one good run they got on, which brought them all the way back and took the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no timeout, nothing you want to talk over while this is happening. Like I gotta go with like Nick Nurse, who could have did better here. Like I feel like that wasn't what you wanted to happen
So
here.
what was
Well,
the difference
obviously not,
between
but
that
you need
game
to
and
do
this
something
game?
about that in the moment.
What's the difference between that game and this game?
This game, this game, we did pretty much everything we could. We didn't have the big ass lead. We started off the game behind, but the next 3 quarters, it was we won the second quarter. We won the second quarter, we won the third quarter, and we tied on the fourth quarter. There wasn't enough output to be able to win the game. We were able to score the extra 4 points.
Okay, so you
So I feel like
saying
that's a different situation, a different
so on the
scenario.
comeback, and they missing shots when they get the ball, Nick Nurse should have called a timeout and ran a play to get the game going. Man, shut up, dog.
Now in the come, I'm like, when
Yo,
it comes to like stopping them from coming back, my nigga,
bro, it's the
I'm like, I
same.
gotta count on you.
It's
You
the
can't just be giving up leads.
If
You
you can
can't
hear
just be doing
yourself on the
that.
playback, wait till we hear the playback. You want to hear you said the same exact thing, except one was from a lead perspective and one was from a being up perspective. At both times, they both was missing the same players. You know what I'm saying? But except this game with the first game that you're talking about, Embiid wasn't scoring nothing. Paul George wasn't scoring nothing, and you didn't blame them, you blame the coach. Now on this game, see now if you would have reversed the blame and said, oh, okay, the last game was the players' fault because Nick Nurse put them in the position while they was up and they gave up a lead. Even though you missed the players, you got a big lead and you gave it up. Like all right, boom. I would say okay, that's the player's fault, and then this fault, like all right, we put you in a position to he coached you up to get into the place to win, and y'all got to the end and just threw it away. But he should have called timeout, fixed the play at the end of this game because they was better position. Like I would say, if you blame
What, you feel
all,
like it's in reverse? You feel like it
yeah,
should be in reverse?
because
Like the last game
on
was the
this game,
player's fault?
yeah, if you wanted to say it was somebody's fault, I think the last game was the player's fault. How you give up that lead, bro? You know what I'm saying? Even if the coach don't call timeout, you should call timeout because y'all know y'all messing up. Y'all veterans out here, bro. Why the coach got to call timeout for you to call timeout? You see y'all off. Now, if it was the end of the game, then I understand the coach called timeout. You know what I mean? But on this game, he put him back in the game, and then at the end you let it fall apart. When at the end you should be. That's when you draw up plays. That's when you started the wrong person. You should have started McCain and let Grimes get his joint off the bench. That's like that's been his role to score. You just took him out of being your top bench scorer and put in a facilitating position where it's taken away from the points that you're gonna need on the back end. Now, if you wanted to blame him for this because of the lineup structure and shit like that, then I would give you that, but it's still the player's fault to me. But I'm saying if you want to place blame on the coach, this would be the game to place on him because the lineup. That last game, come on, dog. And B and Paul George can't drop no 15, 16 points, bro. Come on, dog. Like
Like
under
there's got to be
20
a reason for that.
dog, yeah, they missing shots. That's the reason. You're
He
missing
just missed a shot.
shots. You're taking bad shots. And Nick Nurse, no matter what he say, y'all practice the shots you're supposed to take. You're taking bad shots, bro. I can't tell you, dog. Woo, yo, take better shots. You go back and take another bad shot. Woo, take better shot. He go back and take it back. Now what you gonna do? You ain't got no more timeouts, and he stuck out there taking bad shots. Like you
Bro,
know what
you
I'm
the
saying?
coach, your teammate, your players gotta listen for you. They gotta
So,
listen to you. If I say
so
start taking bad shots, just start taking
oh,
bad
okay.
shots.
And then when Embiid take another bad shot, what you gonna do? Take him out?
I'm
No.
like, is he going to just blatantly just disregard me saying stop taking bad shots?
Are you going to take him? Listen to my whether he is or he not. He thought it was a good shot. You thought it wasn't. Are you taking Embiid out?
Depend on the situation, the
No, you
game.
not. You will get fired, bro. What is you
I
talking
get
about?
fired.
What is you talking about? You will be on the next plane smoking. They get another coach in here,
So so you gonna leave him on the court while he's shooting up bricks?
bro.
Is that how we coach a
Do
team?
you not do that already?
Leave him on the court while he's throwing up bricks?
When he had bad games, you don't take out your stuff. He's the best player technically. He's going to have games when he off if he's not playing consistently. You think he going to drop 40, 39 every game if he only play once every 3 games, 4 games? No. He going to come back,
No,
have a
but
bad
majority
game?
of the time he's gonna give you 20.
Nah, he didn't have a couple games this year. He gave you less than 20.
Couple games, yeah,
You talking about
give you less
last
than
year,
20.
bro. We talking about this year.
Last year he wasn't even playing.
I'm just saying, when he played, he dropped 20, over 20 every time. This year, he ain't been getting 20 every time. I think his first game back, he only had like 8.
His first game back, I think he had like maybe like 14, 15
I don't know about that. I think he had like 8.
because
I'll say, because I
because
remember saying,
the
what the hell is
game
going on?
like not too long ago was like one of the games he scored the lowest amounts of points in like a long time. And I think he had like 11.
You know what it is, the kid BuckBanditReno, the boy Buck Bandit here from the Buck Bandit podcast, and we here to let y'all know for all y'all entertainers, upcoming promoters, fucking entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? We got your own clothing line. No matter what you do, man, try and get on the Buck Bandit podcast. And if you want to sponsor on the Buck Bandit podcast,
Get your brand out there, seen by other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Get your shit popping out here.
let's go, man. Hit us up. BuckBanditStudio@gmail.com.
All right, we back, y'all. Now we about to get into our last topic for the day. Please remember, y'all gotta leave that like, leave a subscribe for your boys for goaltending. Right before we get into this, John.
Mm.
All right, last topic for the day. Let's get into our predictions for the 76ers versus the Knicks coming up, playing in Madison Square Garden. Looking like a tough game coming up. Like the Knicks is like a very tough team to play against, one of the better teams in the East. Um, I still have yet. I'm gonna have to take a look at the injury report, see if we're gonna have Maxey playing that game. But if we got Maxey back, then hopefully he should be back that game because he was only out with an illness. So
Well, so far, it's say Maxey out, Kelly Oubre still out, Trendon Watford out. So
mm,
I see the Sixers probably losing this game. Um, I don't know. I just unless Embiid wanna make a statement against Cat.
that rivalry is always there. That
Yeah,
rivalry always there.
that's the edge I give. If Embiid feel like that's a rivalry, then I give him a slight edge. But really, without Maxey, I don't see us pulling through that game. They got more chemistry. Even with OG out, they benches deeper. You know what I mean? They got Jordan Clarkson and all them niggas coming off the bench. Like that's more where I put it. Because even if our starters is balling, if they're not playing 30, 40 minutes, it ain't gonna matter. Now if we switch the lineup, is a way we could get some buckets, but I just think they got a deeper team.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I feel like the Knicks might have us this one. I have it going Knicks by Knicks by 10 points. If if the Sixers do if the Sixers are able to pull out the W, I got us winning by maybe like 5 points, around 5 points. Uh
I don't know.
only way I see
I'm in reverse. I think if the Sixers win, it's going to be damn near a blowout because
it.
that means everybody clicking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? But if we lose, then it could go anywhere. But I think if we
I can
win,
only
it's going to be a blowout.
I only disagree with that because I'm like Jalen Brunson every time against the Sixers. He won't let it go. Even if we winning, even if we up big, he won't let it go. He fights back every time. I remember
And
that
blowout mean like
in the
15.
playoffs. Say again?
I said blowout mean like 15. It don't mean like 40,
Yeah.
nothing like that. I mean like 15, 20. If we win, I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be by like 15, 20. Unless we edge it out and win by like 1 or 2. So it's
that's
either
how
gonna
I
be an
see it
edge
going.
out, it's either gonna be an edge out or a 15, 20. I don't see no in between because we gotta be either clicking or clicking at the last.
Mm. If we get good production from the bench, we get a good game from Embiid, like Paul George don't gotta drop 30 again, but if he can
Versus
drop at
the
least like 25,
no, versus the Knicks, he got to drop 30,
who they
and
got running on power forward?
either him or VJ got to drop 30. One of them
That's
got
what I
to
was
drop
about to
30,
say. If we get a 30-point game from VJ, we might be able to pull this one out.
and then like 20 from whichever one that don't score 30.
Yeah,
Like
but
them
who's
three gotta take over,
yeah,
and Quinn Grimes got to come off the bench because we need those buckets,
that's a must.
and Jared McCain can't just be out there.
Yeah, like that's a must. Quentin Grimes got to come off the bench. We need that help. Then the bench unit needs that help right
We
now.
need somebody to compete with Jordan Clarkson and McBride and all them niggas because they coming in scoring buckets. They not waiting for nobody. They going straight to the rack. They putting up them shots. They not scared. So we need somebody off the bench that's not scared. Grimes got to come off the bench, and he got to.
Yep,
We need McCain to feed off of him.
yep. QG, we need you. We need you, QG. But we gonna see how this goes. Of course, is always love for the Sixers. We gonna pull it out some way, shape, or form. We
Pause.
find a way. Pause. Some way, shape, or form. We're gonna pull the W. We're gonna pull the win out. All right, but thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Goaltending. This was your host XL, my co-host BuckBanditReno.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the
Subscribe.
notification bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell them again. Shout out to
Tell
our
them again and again.
105K plus subscribers. We appreciate every last one of y'all, whether it's for the shorts, the clips, the
Hmm.
shows. Make sure you join our members only to see all our clips a week to two in advance. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all, man. Keep tuning in.
Shout out
Goaltending,
to
baby.
y'all. Much love to y'all. See y'all again for the next installment. Peace out, y'all.
Buck.
The king can't always be the damn king by itself. I need servants to step up.
Turn me up a little bit. Turn me up a little bit.
Yo, yeah, this is a crazy ass killer. You know what I'm saying? This is Hoover from Silicon Valley. This is Dwight from Dodgeball. I'm on the Buck Bandit podcast. Chris Williams, check it out.